Hey, Anthony. Hey, Mark. If you're wondering about what I've used for the thumbnail, that was the other night's painting. I improved it. Oh, well, ain't nothing wrong with that, Anthony. Nothing wrong with that. So, like the three crosses came from Savannah, and the barn. I don't remember if Savannah suggested the barn. It might have been Levi. And then we all kind of agreed on the mountain. So that really made an improvement on it. There you are, Terry. Guess what Terry got herself into, guys? All right, Anthony. Terry got herself hooked. She's been bitten, guys. She's been bitten. Well, let's just say that she discovered how fun it is to get to talk to all her YouTube friends in person. Really crazy thing is, Terry, I've gotten two other people hooked on live streaming. Okay. Anyway, Mark, I was busy working on the painting, tweaking it and fixing it up. And then I go and see that my son wanted to call. And when I got off the phone with him, I think I was looking to see if I had any comments on any of the videos, and I saw that Terry had done a live stream. No, we missed it, but I watched all 30 minutes of it. And she done pretty good. She didn't know what she was doing, but she done great. She only had one troll come in, and she done a good thing. She got rid of it, and then she made herself somebody a mod. So I think we got ourselves another live streamer. But what she was saying is, like, her phone doesn't have very much memory, so she's not going to be able to really put any videos up like she was doing. But if she keeps streaming, she'll be able to get her channel to grow anyway. Awesome. Yeah, you keep on doing the streaming because at least you've got your computer to do that. Her channel will grow. She keeps doing those. It'll grow. So hubby has something that he would love for every one of you to do for us. As you remember, we had reviewed some MREs. Well, we've still got 3 MREs to finish reviewing. So we've got one that was sent to us. Well, we've got two that was sent to us from one of his buddies, and one of the already made meals he threw together himself. So hubby wanted me to announce that we're going to be doing that next Saturday. But we have got some stuff here that he's wanting us to do. And these are freeze-dried stuff. And he's wanting you all to pick what ones you would be interested, well, which one you'd be interested in us trying first. I'm going to pull them out here for you. He ended up investing in these some time ago, and as it happened, like he was thinking if we'd ever have a power outage or something. So I'll put that back here. We've got so many of them here. I better put that where it won't fall. That doesn't stand. And okay, so like there's all these. Well, whatever it is that you said. Sorry, I missed it. Anyway, so we've got chicken fried rice. See if that, yeah, there we go. Chicken fried rice. Lasagna with meat sauce. Oh, I see. That happens. Chicken teriyaki. Italian style pepper steak. Louisiana red beans and rice. Don't even know if that's going to focus. Nope, that one's not going to focus. It's too shiny. And spaghetti with meat sauce. And then we have got granola with milk and blueberries. Lasagna and spaghetti. I'll tell him those two were the first ones that was chosen, and then he can decide which one it will do first. The granola was actually in an MRE that I had done with Big Mouth. So I've tried that before. I thought it was pretty good, but what was in the MRE that I had tried, I thought was better than what's this. It might have been the same thing. Anyway, it's pretty good if it's not diluted too awful much. If it's not reincorporated too much with water, it's pretty good. It says that it's breakfast, but it works pretty good as a dessert. He had had other things before, and we've already tried them. My glasses are a wreck. Yeah, we might. I tell you what, it's really sad. After that night that the trolls came in like crazy that one Sunday, it seems like things have kind of been stumbling around. Kind of reminds me of tripping on something and you're trying to find your footing and you just can't seem to grab your footing. They might end up coming in though, maybe a little later. Sometimes I notice that the longer one runs, the more traffic you get. It's like after the majority of people had left, when I ended up running it so long, I ended up getting some new people in. Believe it or not, around 11 o'clock, Penny showed up. I told him, I said, buddy, isn't it a little bit late for you right now? Because he should have been like in bed or something. It was late. So yeah, we got a mess, but they could be. I like to think that they are. It makes it easier instead of thinking that they're purposefully ignoring me. I don't want to ever think bad about not having traffic come in ever. I don't want to do that. Well, you say that, but the sad thing is they do. Seriously, Mark. I've been ignored all my life, save my parents. I actually have more friends on YouTube than I have in real life, believe that or not. See if I've still got that. Nope. Okay, I've got to find that trivia again. Shucks. Hopefully I'll find the same trivia that I had found before. No, I don't want hobby art. I seriously believe that one happens to be foreign. Oh, what was it that I had asked? Let's see if it's up here. Hold on, guys. And this might be it. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, this definitely is not the one that I was using. And I do not remember just what it was. I should have done this, and I was wanting to do this before I'd even started. So this is my bad. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I feel that way. I feel that way. I wonder that too. That's true. Mine doesn't. I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to find the I had a great list of, yeah, I think this might be it. Yes, yes, all right. I found it, guys. Now for me to find just where we had been when we let off. Okay, I think I found the question that we had left on. Yay, I found it. Awesome. I like it because the answers are hid, which means I can answer them too. Yeah, that's what we was at talking about late that night. I'm pretty sure that Levi likes pumpkin and yam. And I was telling them that they could have mine. Hey, yep, my mother-in-law got this mug for me and another one for hubby. It's got his initial. So, yep, you can have all my pumpkin and more than welcome to it. Yeah, we'll kind of sit around and chat just for a little while longer, see if anybody else comes in. If not, it's just us. Yeah, I know I'm definitely not. Mom had this rule. I had to eat a spoonful or one piece, whichever, if it was something that was in pieces or if it was something creamy or whatever, you know. I had to eat a little bit of it. And when she would fix sweet potatoes, she would fix it in a casserole. And but she wouldn't use marshmallows. She would just add brown sugar to it and boil it down or whatever the heck she done with it. And I always had to eat a piece. Oof. And I can still remember how it tasted. I would always find the smallest sweet potato I could in that bowl because I couldn't stand it. Every bit of it, you can have all of it. It's funny though, my sister-in-law, my brother's ex-wife, when we would go to mom and dad's for Thanksgiving and mom would have her sweet potatoes, she doesn't like them either. And I'd tell her, okay, we've just got to eat one for mom. So me and her both would find a very small piece just for mom. Yeah, I started crying for her. That hurts me. It hurts me really bad because, she's an awesome woman. I love her attitude, her personality. She's a great woman. And how people's treating her, it's not right. And what's really bad is how that people's threatening the rest of us who support her. Well, I've got news for all the people who is against her. I'm going to keep supporting her. And honestly, they can't do anything against my channel. They really can't. But I can sure do something against them, and that's report them. So Who's in the real driver's seat, huh? Me and anybody else who chooses to support her. Absolutely. Hashtag joy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, they think that they can control our channels and make havoc on us. They can't. We've got the control, and we can be sure to report them and get them off YouTube. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I honestly think that the reason why she's not really joining streams so much is because she can't hardly see now. And that bothers me about her other eye. I hope that it's not in so much a strain that it goes out. It's because she can't hardly see, Nicole. She really can't. The last time that she was in the stream, she was trying to type and saying how hard it was for her to even see the keyboard. And I hate that she's struggling with her eyesight like that. And I think that's the real reason why she's not really been able to be on the stream, because she honestly can't hardly see to be in on them. I'm very sure that she would be on if she could. Yeah, that and among other things for her. She's one of those kind of people that you can't help yourself. And anybody who's being hateful to her just isn't taking the time to get to know her. And they accused her of certain things, so I went on ahead and went searching. Is it anything that they accuse her of? Not one bit. And I promise, Terry, I didn't copy after you. Um, just, I don't know if you read my mind or if I read yours. But this is coffee with cocoa in it, so it's a homemade mocha. He missed yesterday. Kind of makes me wonder what's going on with the fella. I know that he missed the other day because he was out. He didn't say where he was at, but he said he was out. Oh, wow. That actually sounds refreshing. About as refreshing as coffee can get, anyway. The only video that he commented was on the other night when he let me know that he wasn't going to be able to make it because he was out. He keeps talking about having to spend time with his dad, so maybe his parents are split up and he's with his mom right now. That's only an assumption. I mean, he's not shared anything with me, so I don't know. That's just a maybe. I have no clue. But no, Mitchell, he'd be here if he could. No doubt about that. Yeah, me too. But you never hear him say that he needs to spend time with his parents. He just says he needs to spend time with his dad. Yeah, it is. I know how my kids reacted when I left their dad. Um, and there's still just a hint of animosity, but it's a lot better than it was at the start. And shoot, it's no easier on us parents having to be away from our child, or it's not easy. It's not easy at all. He never says it, ever. Whenever he excuses himself from the chat, he says that he needs to go spend time with his dad. Maybe he was visiting his dad and now he's back with his mom. I don't know. It just, I don't know. Hello, Dawn. Yeah, I saw that. Are you going to try to split us up and be on his as well, or what? I mean, I can understand if you'd rather be on his. Yeah, that's what he says. And I can definitely understand that. It kind of would make sense, though, wouldn't it? If they would be split like that. And maybe, I mean, that really would make sense. So, I mean, I wouldn't want to pry into his life, but maybe next time when he manages to get in, we can see what's up if he wouldn't mind sharing. Yeah, I don't want to pry either. Maybe we could just casually ask why he'd been out, and then he'd just go on ahead and launch and tell us. Because, it really isn't our business, but if I know the kid, he wouldn't miss these streams if he can help it. So do you normally drink vanilla and butter pecan in your coffee? Hello, Julian. I don't know, but tell her hello. I don't know if you realize it, but I do not take compliments very easily. And it's not that I don't want them, it's just I don't know how to handle them. So thank you. Hmm. Do I dare you? Oh, vanilla caramel's good. I do not like black coffee at all. Now remember, I've got the powdered Italians out, so you two kids behave. Anyway, I've never been a black coffee drinker, and my ex-husband loved coffee. And so I thought, okay, I had gotten the chocolate creamer, and I thought, I wonder if I would like coffee with this. So I tried it with the chocolate, and I've been drinking coffee since. But it has got to have creamer, sugar, or something serious. And it's got to taste more of what I throw into it than black. If it tastes too black, I throw it out. Well, thing is though, he might get hooked being here and never leave again. This place has got that kind of spirit about it. You come here and like you feel welcomed. And I'm not talking about here at my place, I'm talking about this city. You feel welcomed and you really don't want to ever leave. Oh, okay. You don't like black coffee, huh? Oh, wow. And you're wonderful too, Terry. I was hoping that you would make it in. Isn't it wonderful having a computer? You wouldn't be able to do this, or you wouldn't be able to do this if you didn't have your computer. I started to write your name again, and I was trying to write down Julian's. Anyway, anybody who wants to come here and visit me is more than welcome. If I could get everybody here. Oh, well, it's a good thing that your son's got a computer then. You watch and see how well your channel grows if you continue streaming. It makes a big difference. And the hours watched, it makes a huge difference. No, we don't know why he's not been in, but we was talking about how that he would just, whenever he would excuse himself from the chat, he'd say that he needed to spend time with his dad. And then the last chat that he was in was on my painting. Well, he wasn't in on that one, but he had left a comment on my video announcing it, and he said that he wasn't going to be able to make it, that he was out. Hi, Jim. How you doing? And that's exactly what it does. That's like the craziest thing, the extremely craziest thing is like I can be so exhausted, so tired, not up to anything, and just, and I go on ahead and do a live stream anyway, and all of a sudden I'm perked up. Now I have done the bulletproof with the cocoa, and it is so frothy and creamy and chocolatey. Oh my gosh, it's almost like drinking a coffee fudge. It is so good. But I'm not doing the bulletproof because I would have to pull out my blender, which is a nuisance. So I've just been using regular creamer. Yeah, that's what Ree was kind of thinking. It is a good thing, Terry, and I am so glad that you went on ahead and done that stream. I can't imagine you ever being depressed. But I do know that sometimes people act goofy to hide what they're really going through. But I would never guess that you have a problem with depression or that you go through depression. And I'm glad that it made you feel better doing that. All right, Dawn. Okay, Nikki. No problem. You don't have to say anything. Just go and then come back and we'd never know the difference. Oh. Now, I definitely got to take a trip to Pasadena now just to wrap my arms around you and share the love of Christ with you. Crying is always good as long as it's not in a bad way. I told hubby about me and him getting down that way, and that you was talking about us maybe doing a collab. I think that would be awesome. It's just a matter of when he can possibly get the time from work. You know, the way it would go, we take a trip down into Houston or Clear Lake. We would have to spend the night in a hotel or something. Oh, come on. Let's not get talking about that again. It would be fun. It really would. And I think it would be cool for us to do a small segment on NASA and the Air Force Base, and maybe go to that putt-putt course. And of course, we've got to go to Frank's Grill. I have got to try that place. It's very much possible, very much. But what I had said about you deleting YouTube and then re-downloading it, believe it or not, it resets the memory on it. So it's just like as if you had uploaded it for the first time, and that actually gives you some room in your phone. When I first started doing YouTube, I only had 16 gig, and I had done like maybe 50 videos, and well, I did not need to know that, Julian. Honestly, some private things are better left private. I mean, I'm sitting here, I only see you guys type. I don't need to know what's going on behind there. Oh my gosh. But anyway, Terry, I had done a really good park video, and I didn't even have the room to download it. Yeah, sometimes we're a little bit too close. It'd be his own germs, Mark. And so I ended up, I broke down crying, and I told hubby, oh yeah, apparently. I see that, Julie. But anyway, I had cried to hubby about it, and so he said that I could use the tablet to video. So I went right back to the park with the tablet and redone that park with the tablet. And that worked for a little bit, but the tablet didn't have any room either. So I went through the rigmarole of going on to Amazon trying to find a thumb drive that would give extra gig to my phone. And around 200 or so in my savings account. So finally, I talked to hubby about me just going to the store and getting me a video phone. It worked great on my tablet, but like I said, my tablet had very little gig too. Yes, Daddy. I see what you're going to be doing with Reagan. He's going to be a clean little man. Anyway, so we went to T-Mobile, and I invested in my video phone. I paid $200 down on it, and I've still got like $100-something left on it. And it's this one right here. This is the one that I do all my videos on. I have everything removed on it except for what I need for doing videos. I do not accept calls, even though I've got a Well, that's a good thing. It will help give you some room. It will, really will. But anyway, this has been a good phone. This is an iPhone 7. And like I said, I've got everything removed on it except for what I need for editing, filming, and all that. Plus, I had told them that I was doing YouTube and I needed a phone that had a lot of gig. And it happened that this 7 had 126 gig on it. I said, that's perfect. So it was well worth the investment. 5s and 6s are very good phones. They're very good phones. Oh, did you? Now, when it comes to computers, I love the, oh, shoot. I cannot remember what that was. But I thought it was the best program that was on Windows. Julian. So yeah, just okay. Well, at least you do that much. That makes me feel better. It looks like this is pretty well all that we're going to have in here. Yeah, really. So what did you grab yourself to drink, Terry? That's kind of low, Mark. Well, that I've got my water here as well. That way I have to drink decaffeinated. And it's crazy, like I can drink soda still, no problem. But I drink coffee if it's caffeinated and I'm a mess. Well, okay. Don't know what to say about that, Julian. Um, yep, good. All right. Well, other than Nikki, we'll go on and get started with the trivia. You got your thinking cap on, Terry? No. Yeah. Okay, Julian, I hope you're ready. Julian's always been a hoot, serious. Okay, what does HB mean in biological terms? What does HB mean in biological terms? I'm thinking hepatitis B. If you Google, don't tell me. Oh, and to let you in on the rules, Terry, there isn't any first answer. Okay. I haven't even opened up the answer yet, so I don't know myself. But anyway, there's no first answer get point. Everybody who has the correct answer gets a point. So if everybody else answers and you answer correctly too, so because the way it is where everybody's in a different time zone, you might see that you answered first, but I might see that somebody else answered first or whatnot. And so it really doesn't make it fair. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is, hepatitis B. And Julian says hyperbowels. What do you think, Mark? We're all wrong. It's hemoglobin. Blood. Hemoglobin. Wow. Okay, first answer. Duh. Somebody go find him and pull him out. Oh my gosh, Jillian. Now somebody go get Terry and pat her on the back. I don't have anybody in the chat. I'm not saying that. If I get rid of Julian, then I'll be down to just a couple. Which is the largest lake in the world? Which is the largest lake in the world? I'm going to say Lake Michigan, and that's only guessing. Is there an Amazon lake? I know there's the Amazon River. I definitely wouldn't know any lakes in any other parts. I don't know. Maybe Lake Nessie? Well, I'm going to stick with Lake Michigan. The Caspian Sea. How can a lake be a sea? Once again, a major to the real, and it said way back in BC, which was so stupid. Don't feel bad. So far, we're missing it. And maybe we've got this one, which I doubt I do. When was Microsoft established? When was Microsoft established? I'm going to say 1985, and I'm just throwing it out there. You're serious, Terry? Okay. Yeah, we'll see who's the closest. Whoa! I would have never thought this. Terry, you're right. No, I'm kidding. You're not, but serious. I didn't realize it was this old. It was established April 4th of 1975. 1975. Can you believe that? Microsoft and Apple. Apple's old. Apple. Apple is the owner and creator of Microsoft. Apple's old. I watched a documentary on that a long time ago, but I wouldn't have remembered that. Yeah, serious. And just threw it out there. How many degrees are there in a circle? How many degrees are there in a circle? 360. Done. It's a circle. None. 306 is the only thing that makes sense. $360. You know the saying, Julian. When you do a complete turnaround, you do a full 360. Remember? And so it makes sense. A circle, 360. Some people get some points. I'm giving that, Terry. I kind of figured that you'd gotten your numbers turned around. Ah. Oh, did you? Wow. Hate to hear that, Betty. All right. What is the other name of protractor? What is the other name of protractor? I'm just going to shrug my shoulders. I don't know. Tractor, compass. Like I'm saying, I don't know. And it sounds familiar, but it's not ringing a bell. A ruler. What is the other name of protractor? And the answer is D. The letter D. They must throw these in on occasion to make everybody laugh their head off. Yeah, like it gave us multiple choice. The letter D. Uh-huh, exactly. All of us, question marks. So for that one, everybody gets a point. Sometimes I wonder about these. I tell you, this is nuts. When was the first dollar coin made? When was the first dollar coin made? I'm going to say 1920. 1850. 1926. One thousand BC. That's a good one, Julian. Whoa. Wow. How about 1794, guys? It almost seems fathomable. 1794. Boy, I'd like to see that coin. Almost looked like my dog died on me. Yeah, you were. I would love to see that coin. Which city is known as the City of Love? Which city is known as the City of Love? I'm going to say Paris. Chicago. Paris. Yahoo! Terry, you and Mark are tied. Julian, come on, put that thinking cap on, buddy. Oh my gosh. If anybody knows this, they were extremely good in geography. How many counties, not countries, counties are there in England? Oh. I agree. 180. 6. I'm going to say 4. Waiting for you, Mark. Oh my gosh. Mark. My goodness. You know, I thought this was Anthony's place to talk like that. And you too. And 50. Yeah, we'll see here. Ow! Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I guessed it right. I said only 4. There's just 4 counties in England. I guessed it right. Oh my gosh. And I'm not even giving myself points. I need to start giving myself some points there. Fancy. Baby, what you want up here for? You want to say hi to everybody? Huh? You want to say hi to everybody here? Oh, Mama's doggy. Oh, Mama. I love you too. Mommy loves you too. Mm-hmm. If Catherine would get up here and say hi to everybody, and she's busy laying there looking at the dog like, dog. I mean, seriously, she is giving Bouncy an evil look. How many countries are the members of the United Nations? How many countries are the members of the United Nations? I'm going to say 8. Oh, good, Dawn. I never did write your name down. I'm sorry. You was very good at the trivia that one night. You was close to Mom. So I'm going to ask the question again. How many countries are the members of the United Nations? I'm saying 8. 10, 20, 15. Are you going to guess, Don? One 198. Wow! Don is close. 193. He missed it by 5. The first live stream that I had done a couple weeks ago was a trivia, the first trivia that I'd done. And it happened that him and Mom was on it. And Mom beat him by, I think she beat you by 2, didn't she? She beat you by 2 marks. She had 13 and he had 11. He is, but you got to consider he's a little older, so he's got a little bit more going on in there. How many teeth are there in the adult's mouth? How many teeth are there in the adult's mouth? I'm going to say 28. That's a lot of teeth, Terry. A lot of teeth. You might have been thinking of bones, but that's wrong about bones. We had a bone question. Are you sitting there counting your teeth? Oh, you're not good under pressure. Sit there and count your teeth. Mine would be incorrect. I've got too many teeth missing. Whatever works. Okay, count what you've gotten at 3. Mitchell, there you are, baby. Okay. And Mitchell says 32. All right. Whoa. Good job, Mitchell, right off the bat. Hey, Kentucky girl, you're in time to play trivia, buddy. And sweetie, I'm thinking about Mitchell. We was talking about him earlier. Sorry, Mitch. But yeah, you're in time to play. Let me get your name down, Kentucky girl. Would you mind telling us what your name is so that it's easier? I try to know everybody's name basically so that we don't have to use the long usernames. Trying to keep my head together here. I do not write and talk very well. Okay, well, that's fine though, bud. So would you mind sharing with us what your name is? Oh, okay. Tell us your name, Kentucky girl. That way I can call you by your name and make it easier. I mean, if you don't mind sharing your name. Anyway, good job, Mitchell, on that answer. I'm glad that we can give you some relief, Terry. I'm very glad that we can be here for you, girl. We all gotta be there for one another when we're down and out. Yes, you, bud. All right. That's good, Don. Okay. Oh, well, Mitch, honey, we was wondering, like, I mean, we're not wanting to pry, but we're just out of curiosity and care. Um, is it is your parents split up or something? Because you never talk about needing to spend time with your parents. You just say about spending time with your dad. and you had missed 2 live streams, and so we was kind of wondering if, like, your parents are split up and you're staying with one or the other, or... Yeah, we're not wanting to pry. It's just a curiosity question if you don't care. Well, that's definitely understandable. And it's good to hear that they're getting back together. I hate that for you, buddy, but that's definitely understandable. Definitely. So, yeah. Wow, pal. I hope everything works out for your parents getting back together. I hope that it works a lot better for them. And I know it'll have to work a lot better for you, too. So, I hope the very best for them. Yeah. Are you still with us, Terry? Okay. Tell the beginning and ending year of World War One. The beginning and ending year of World War One. You can answer this, hon. Hubby's watching the chat. I can hear my echo. It was funny. It was very funny. Okay, so we've got 18 to 25 and we've got 14 to 18. I know for a fact my husband would know. He is a history buff on wars. Serious. Me, I'm not even going to bother to guess. My son is a history buff on wars too. $1,417 views? Is that how many views we got on that? No, hubby's talking about the Alapino video. Oh, okay. I can pretty well guarantee you hubby's right. Dylan, there you are, buddy. Oh, shucks. Are you going to get to guess any trivia at all? Not, oh, well, I hate to hear that. I'm still going to write you down, though, so that you get your shout out. Okay, well, Mitch is saying 14 to 18, and I ran up too high. Scroll it down. Okay, so we've got 18 to 25, 14 to 18, 14 to 17, 10 to 20. We're doing really good. All right. It was great that you stopped in and said hi anyway, Dylan. All right, let's see who is correct. Very good, Mitchell. You got it right, buddy. You wouldn't believe how smart he is, honest. He makes me feel stupid, which tells me I don't know much. But no, seriously, he is when it comes to wars and stuff. He's a history buff. Yeah, that gives you 2 marks. You're catching up to Mark and Terry, who's got 3. Okay. When was the computer invented? Well, seeing that Microsoft was established in 75, I'm going to say 68, 1968. Okay, good night, Mitch. So we've got 56 in the 60s. I'm saying 68. $1933? That's possible. 1600? You're really throwing a stick out there, aren't you? Okay. Well, let's see. Terry said 56, so oh my gosh. You're wrong too, hun. Um, Terry, you're going to be shocked about this. Between the year 1936 to 1938. Yeah. No, not the 1600s. Yeah, seriously. I mean, 3 years after you was born, 3 to 5 years after you was born, Terry. That's incredible. Let's see who can guess this. Who developed the cartoon series of Tom and Jerry? Oh, well, you silly woman. I believed you. I should have known better, though. I should have known better. You're not that much older than me, and I was born in 71. Thomas Jerry. 1966. Okay. You was born 1 year before hubby. He was born 67. Yeah, I should have known that. My goodness. Forgive me. My brain has only been partially here today. So we have got Hannah and Thomas Jerry. No, you don't. You really don't. I should have known better. Disney or Warner Brothers. Yeah. Hanna-Barbera, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm very sorry for, like I said, my brain's hardly here tonight. I definitely should have known that. Good job, Terry. Hanna-Barbera. Very good. So let's see. Nope, wasn't MGM. MGM might have carried it, but Hanna-Barbera created it. So that actually puts Terry ahead. She's up to 4. Yep. I'm reading the answer. Everybody ought to know this. How many years are there in a sanctuary? In a century. How many years are there in a century? Oh, Mark, you're fine, buddy. I've got a crush on Julian tonight. Seriously. Well, you're wrong about a decade too. Or are you? No, I've got to think about that one. 100 years. Julian, do you realize, buddy, that you've only got one mark simply because of a default? You're still ahead, Terry. Okay, everybody ought to be able to get this serious, including you, Julian. You're not dumb. You are not dumb. Stars and Stripes is the nickname of the flag of which country? Stars and Stripes is the nickname of the flag in what country? Come on, people. Everybody gets a mark for this one. Come on. I mean, I don't even have to open up the answer for this one. Yay, Julian actually has one on his own merit now. Well, according to the chat, he was. But like I said, everybody gets a mark who answers. Well, I'm giving it to everybody anyway because of how I asked it. I said of what country, but that's what it asked. Stars and Stripes is the nickname of the flag of which country? And they give the answer American flag. I wonder where their brains were when they even put this all out. So anyway, everybody gets a mark for that one. Okay, we're going to ask one last question and then we're going to go to the game, Would You Rather? Who is the present Pope? Who is the present Pope? I have no idea. Francis? Francis? Mr. Pope. Frank, I don't know, just saying a name. That sounds stupid on my husband's phone. Okay, either this trivia list is outdated or you all are wrong. George Mario Bergoglio. Benedict. Yeah. George, Jorge, Mario Bergoglio. if I'm even pronouncing the last name right. That's why I'm saying either this trivia list is outdated or you all's wrong. I mean, everybody's saying Francis, and I don't keep up with the Pope, so I have no clue if you all's right or not. But that's the answer that they gave right here. So, and we have known that they have put some really funky answers to the questions. So, yeah, go on ahead. Go on ahead, because it makes me really wonder now. But like I said, I don't keep up with the Pope. So, yeah, go on ahead and ask the Google. And that's what they said on Google? Wow. His given name is Pope Francis, but Terry came up with George Mario Bergoglio. Yeah. Now that much I did see when they announced that they had found the Pope. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I already give you and Zola Mark anyway, just for everybody being on board with Francis. And hubby said he saw Pope Francis, so I'm not Catholic either. So, you know what? Out of default, and us not being sure, I'll go on ahead and give a mark to everybody. Mm, okay. Well, maybe it's kind of like how it is with the Catholic for the nuns. They've got a given name by birth, and then when they go into the convent, they're given a more common name in the convent. Maybe that's what that is. So anyway, I'm going to give all of you some mark for that. I'm even going to give Julian one. You got this game in the bag, Terry. You came out with 7. And Mark came out with 6. Now here's the really fun game. Oh, I gotta go get my other phone. Hold on, folks. I've only got the app on my other phone. Ah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did, Julian. All right. Okay, here's a good one for you. Would you rather give up the internet or give up daylight? Oh, you came out with four, Dawn. You came out with four. So that wasn't too bad. Would you rather give up the internet or daylight? Ian! Oh, well, hi anyway. All right, here. Let me get this written down. Internet or daylight? Personally, if I had to choose, I'd give up internet because I like my daylight. Yep, it's getting close to that time. You would give up daylight, Julian? If you all don't mind, be praying for hubby's shift tonight, where where it is an all-nighter. Seems like there's even more pressure. He doesn't get as many in on his shift. And that's a good thing because he's got to keep his labor down, but at the same time, it's rough because they still get busy in the drive-through. So we're praying that he ends up having a great night. So we've got one daylight, internet, internet, right? Okay. You know what? Okay, say that we did lose daylight and we still had the internet. We would have light. I'd sure miss that sunshine. But yeah, I'm helping people out with the internet too. So sadly, I'd give up my sunlight because you all put a good point. You got a good point there too, Terry. Well, that really makes it a tough one, doesn't it? The majority says daylight. Wow. 60% would give up daylight, 40% would give up the internet. A really good point, Terry. A really good point. Oh, well, that's okay. That's okay. You're in time to start playing Would You Rather. So it happened, the majority was daylight. Oh, wow. Would you rather change into someone else or stay yourself? Oh, well, I hate that. Tell her okay. I agree. I'd rather stay myself. Oh, gee. You are being so odd tonight, Julian. 33% was changing to someone else. 67 was stay yourself. In the majority again. Would you rather watch a comedy film or watch a horror film? That's true, Dawn. That's true. That's the way I think. Both. I agree with Kentucky Girl. Both. Oh. So we've got comedy and horror. Makes it a little difficult when you would watch both. Right? Well, isn't it all of ours? Because think about it, it is the throne room. So wow. 68% would rather watch a comedy over 32%, which would rather watch horror. That's true, hun. Bye, baby. Princess Bride is a pretty good comedy. So it happened that comedy was in the majority. Ooh, this is kind of a rough one. Would you rather live life as a vampire? I really hate this one. Or live life stuck in a wheelchair? That's kind of a rough one. Ah, Jillian. Really, Terry? You know, you really think about it, it'd be rough being a vampire because the only way you could survive is through blood. I wouldn't rob a blood bank, and I sure wouldn't attack anybody. That's true. But that's still a rough one. That's a really rough one. That's wow. Wow. People, I don't know if they really took this serious or what. 70% would rather live as a vampire and 30% would rather stay in a wheelchair. Yeah, believe it or not, we're actually in the minority, which I couldn't choose either one of those. I couldn't choose either. Um, but believe it or not, y'all's in the minority. Ah, would you rather never be able to compliment or never be able to complain? Okay, Terry, be careful out there. You'd rather be a pickle. Thanks for coming in, Terry. I love it every time, woman. Never complain. I agree with that. Never compliment. You wouldn't, I would really seriously feel better to never complain. Same to you, Terry. Never compliment. I can't believe you two men. Well, in that case, don't you ever compliment me again, because you rather never be able to compliment. Don't you ever compliment me again. You do rather be able to complain all the time, huh? If I rather never be able to complain. I complain too much. Hmm. Only 26% said never be able to compliment. 74% said never be able to complain. There are 26% people who's hateful. Because I consider that if you don't want to ever be able to compliment, then you're a very hateful person. Turn your complaint into a compliment. But seriously, I do. I complain too much. Oh, looks like we got Mercy on this up. It's an ad. All right. I think we had gotten this one before. This sounds like a repeat. We might have started over. Would you rather spend the day at an amusement park or spend the day at a water park? You sure it's not my glasses? Amusement, water. I'd rather stay at an amusement park. Water park's fun, but you can only get wet so long. Later. Both. Well, fine. We'll go to no shit. The one that's in Cincinnati. We'll go to that one since they've got the water park as well. If I remember right, the majority had chosen amusement park. No. 40% said amusement park. 60% said water park. Kings Island, that's right. Thank you, Mark. You all's in the majority. Let's see if we did start back over. No, we didn't. That was just a repeat question. Would you rather have no friends or have no family? That's a tough one. No friends or no family? Mark, you're really busting my heart. You stopped wanting to compliment me, and now you don't want me as a friend. You're breaking my heart. I wouldn't know how to answer this one, though. Having friends is good, and I don't have very many. And having my family is very good. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you're breaking my heart too, Julian. Good job, man. I love you. I know I don't know what I would do without my family. But like I said, I've got very few friends and I cherish them. So I wouldn't be able to answer that. I'm definitely with Kentucky Girl there. Wow. Whoa. 81% said have no friends. 19% said no family. Wow. Some of these are really tough ones. Ooh, okay. Would you rather have your face on the $1 bill or on the $100 bill? I'd rather have it on the $100 bill. They're still pretty hard questions, though, seriously. They really are. It makes you stop and think. I'm with Mark on that one, on the $100 bill. Would you rather be on the $1 or on the $100? Okay, Julian, I'll be looking for that. Uh, how much you want to bet everybody said 100? 32% would rather be on the dollar bill. 68% would rather be on the $100 bill. Wow. Okay, now I got that. I had to read it again. I finally got that one. That's a good one. That is a very good one. Had to read it again, though. Oh! Would you rather sing for Simon Cowell or cook for Gordon Ramsay? You'd rather be on the $1 bill. You're in the minority. I didn't think anybody could ever please Simon either. I was shocked when he was moved. I agree. I'd rather sing for Simon, but I bet you I've got a better chance of pleasing Ramsay. Yeah, exactly, Kentucky girl. As much as I love to sing, I'm afraid Simon would be saying, I'm sorry, you're just not the material. I pretty well believe I would please Ramsay a lot better. The kids please Ramsay when he's on the next chef or whatever the name of that is, and they've got the kids version. The kids please him. Okay, last one. Oh, let's see here. Oh, 47% said they'd rather sing for Simon. 53% said that they'd rather cook for Gordon. Wow. All right, the last one. Oh boy. I know the answer for this one. Yeah, I definitely know the answer for this one. Would you rather live without bacon or live without pizza? I'd rather live without bacon. Anthony, you're back, buddy. Can't choose, huh? Don, I think you're way behind. I think your chat is way behind, bud. So you'd rather cook for Ramsay over sing. Let's give Don a little bit of time to answer this one. All right, Mark. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you made it tonight. Trying to give Don a chance to answer this one. I believe his chat's right behind. Because he's in Ohio too. He should be right up with the rest of yous over there. So anyway, yeah, I'd rather live without bacon. "72% said live without bacon. 28% said live without pizza. We are in the majority. Just in time. Some of these would you rather questions really make you think. Make you think good. Well, that'd be cool. They'd kind of be different. I've got a nice little list for a shout out tomorrow. It's a decent crowd right there. Yeah, that would give me some more material to leave links for. So how has everyone's day been today? Oh, Levi. I appreciate you going back to that one. I like that one better than the trolling. Why don't you just go on ahead and use your name though? I mean, out of pure curiosity, if you don't want to just use your name, I mean that's fine. But well, why don't you just use your name? I see. I understand. Kind of had that figured out. I just wanted to get it out of your own fingers. But I'm very glad that you went back to this one. This one suits you better. Man, we missed you. Well, I don't know. According to how good they're made. I guess in a way is a good deal. I honestly can't say. I don't ever buy masks, so I can't say. Anyway, Levi, you missed the trivia and the what would you rather. But I want to show you this. Remember, you and Savannah came up with good ideas for me to work on this. So I took your all's advice. Let me get that to focus right. It's not focusing as well because the light's different now. Anyway, so I added the barn and the three crosses and the mountain, which is actually more like a hill. But anyway, I fixed it up. I've still yet to put a name on it. I'm going to name it The Old Field. That's what I'm going to title it, The Old Field. But I've still yet to title it. Well, thank you, Julian. Well, hey, a few minutes is better than nothing. I'm glad that you made it on anyway, no matter how long you can stay. Yes, it goes on the display wall. It isn't going into the discard pile. It is going onto the display wall. So I improved it enough to be proud enough to show it off. I've just got to find a good place for it up there. I mean, you know, it doesn't look as good as the other work that's up here, but it's good enough. So, yeah, it's going up on the display wall. I'm going to have to shuffle these around that's back here, pile them up so that I've got more room, because I'm going to really get started back into the painting. So, that is a good deal. That is right there, Anthony. $1 a piece, that's a real good deal. Awesome. On one chat, I don't think it was the one with the painting, but on one of the chats, I actually ended up with 12 likes, which was my best on any chat. Is my best on any video, period. So, oh, and my view time, not my view hours, which my view hours are really starting to climb, but my view time is over 11,000. And that's not how many views, that's just the view time, over 11,000. And when I had looked on my view hours, I was up to 766. So 766, last time I looked, 766. So it's climbing because before I started doing the live streams, it had dropped plumb down to 698. They had dropped plumb down to 698. At one time, they had reached like 801, and where I didn't make the 4,000 hours in the 1 year that I'd been doing YouTube, they started readjusting them, and the hours kept coming down and down and down until I'd finally seen 698. It dropped that far. And then when I started doing these streams, the hours started to climb, and now I'm back up to 766 view hours. And as far as it goes, the view time, over 11,000 is the highest I have ever seen. When I was doing decent before, a few months ago, quite a few months ago, the most that it had gotten up to was like, didn't even reach 3,000. And now it's over 11,000. So my algorithm is starting to climb, and it's looking great. Everything is in the green arrow, which means up, including the dislikes, which I wish the dislikes would turn down and be red. It still has a long way to go, but it looks so much better than it did. I noticed that the views are starting to drop a little bit again on my regular videos. Or at least for the rest of the year. Anyway, the views are starting to drop again on my regular videos, but I have got an idea for one thing that might kind of should get some pretty good views. At least I'm hoping. I'm going to find photos of vintage stuff. I'm going to get pictures of vintage things things that's like before 1970 and stuff like that. And I'm going to pose the question, are you old enough to remember? And it's going to be dot, 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 dot. And then I'm going to talk about each particular thing and show a picture of it. Yeah, that would be very interesting. I know that there's a lot of generations that doesn't even know what a phone booth is. So it's going to be interesting to see what everybody remembers and what everybody actually knows. I'm not quite sure how far I'm going to go in the age. I might go before the 90s or I might go before the 80s. I don't know yet. Um, okay, yeah, we'll do the MRE. Are you talking about the Canadian MRE or the one that Sticky sent us, the one that Sticky threw together? Which one you talking about, hun? Okay, the one that Sticky threw together? Yeah, we'll do it Saturday. Laserdisc. Oh, you want me to add that onto the vintage things for that video about the Laserdisc? Oh yeah, I could ask about the Laserdisc as well. No, Anthony, no, son, no, 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 no. Yeah, I'll add the laser disc to that. Don't let me forget because I've got to find the questions. I've got to find the pictures. So don't let me forget about that. Um, it just simply means meals ready to eat. They were put together for armies. Yes. I'm gonna write that down because I don't want to forget that. That's a good one. I need to make a list of all the ones anyway that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to try my best to have a whole mess of vintage photos for everybody to see and learn about. Yes, meals ready to eat. Yes, exactly, Julian. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to be sure to make a pretty decent list to find photos about and be able to put that video together. I'm wanting to have that video out tomorrow about are you old enough to remember? I'm wanting to do that one tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but I'm going to have to really dig through and find what I'm looking for. Well, think about it. I haven't seen one yet that's got eggplant, but that's another good one. Thank you, hon. That's my man. He has got ideas galore. I keep telling him to make his own YouTube channel. He'd be a sensation. Tons of ideas. I have had eggplant parmigiana. It wasn't too bad. Not too bad. And that was actually the first time I'd ever had eggplant. Okay, hun, you can tell me off screen, okay? I don't want to ruin the surprise for everybody here. Help me think of these off screen later. Tons of ideas. This man is so full of ideas. Full of them. I wish he would make his own channel. I tell you, he'd end up beating everybody. He'd even beat PewDiePie, I believe. Yeah, I know. I know, but we'll take it as an eggplant for real. Isn't he though? I like it when Ian gets on. He says, "Don't be nasty, Anthony." My husband, who's watching you make these remarks. Anyway, seriously though, I think my husband would do really well with the channel. I really do. He is joining in. Julian's taking that one way. You better not be meaning what Julian thinks you're meaning, Anthony. Buddy, if you don't behave, I'll take away your blue sky. Then you could be gray again. I don't want to do it, but daggone it. This is a family channel. Yeah, it's beautiful, but your fingers aren't. I mean, seriously, keep it tame. I love you being on the channel. I love you having the wrench pal because when those trolls come in, you're fast to knock them out. I love it. But like I've said before, we never know who's coming on, and I want this to stay family friendly. I'm talking about the way you type. The way you type. The words that you put in. It's bad enough Julian talking about bathroom matters. But yeah, we really do need to keep these chats family friendly because some people might come in and like they're against that kind of stuff, or maybe like younger people whose parents are watching as well, and they go, I don't want you watching that no more, So, well, G is even better, but if it's going to be PG, at least extremely gentle. Thank you, Julian. But anyway, seriously, yeah. and it's starting to get late. We've had this going now for close to 2 hours, 30 minutes. Hubby really does need to start getting ready for work. I want to spend the last time he's got here before he goes for work. So, anyway, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for. I can't, bud. We're doing another one tomorrow night, of course. Hubby goes to work in about an hour and a half. I want to spend the last hour and a half with him before he goes. So, anyway, guys, I love you. I know you'll be here tomorrow, I guarantee you. It was good tonight, wasn't it, Julian? You will, Dawn. You just keep at it. Just keep at it. And I'm going to keep promoting your channel. Every time you get on the chat, I'm going to keep promoting you. You'll grow. Just keep at it. Anyway, guys, I love yous. You have a wonderful night.